does. He looks like your nephew.
Now get a little look to the light so I can see the temple.
Yeah,
So this is my dear brother, and where are you from?
I'm from Minneapolis, Minnesota.
And tell me, how did you come on the path?
Master brought me here.
How? What did you do? Read a book or?
I read a book in an Indian restaurant a long time ago.
That
And,
was an autobiography?
Autobiography of a yogi. Wondered what a yogi did and thought maybe this woman can teach me.
That's what I thought. I thought he was a woman.
That's right.
And then how did you get the lessons?
Well, that's a cosmic, mystical story. But I was directed to Mother Center to sign up. And so I flew here from Minnesota and signed up.
Did you?
I did.
Wow. Well, then this gentleman here who looks like an uncle. Come over here a little bit.
I was thinking of grandfather, really.
And how did you come?
On the path?
Mm-hmm.
How I got on the path was my friend Mr. Blackwell.
Oh, really? He told you?
Yeah, he told me about it.
And you listened?
No,
For 7 years, he heckled me and treated me badly. 7 years.
I did.
He
I
waited
really
till
did.
people
I
got
treated
around.
him real bad.
Well, what did you have before you got were you searching?
No, he had steaks and chicken and all kinds of stuff on the barbecue. Smoke would be coming out of there. And I said, you need to stop eating that. And he'd go, well, what are you going to eat? I said, well, I'm a vegetarian. He said, we'll get you a bowl of grass. And he would wait until people got around. That's how he behaved.
Yeah, even when we went out to dinner, I said, bring me a steak this size, bring him a bowl of grass or whatever that you may have. You know.
Well, how did you come to the teaching? Had you studied something before? Had you been?
No, he was just Mr. Blackwell, my dear friend here, would just tell me about it.
Studying
And he
required
would tell
him
us,
to read.
he would say the names, you know, and it didn't make any sense to me, but I would say, yeah, okay.
And he got in there, who are those people next to Jesus? He said,
Yeah, I said, who is that?
you know, I'm a who? And so it was a tough sell, I'm telling you.
And did you take Korea?
Yes, I'm Korean.
Oh, he's a Korea boy.
I hear a crib on.
Oh,
And
did
now,
you?
this big old man, you probably have to pan the camera so you can see how big it really is. You know,
Uh-huh.
brings
Size
tears
16
to his eyes
shoes.
when he thinks about it.
Says what now?
I said, I'm glad I'm on this path, and I do thank God and Master for Mr. Blackwell. I tell
no.
you, I didn't have no idea, but I mean, he did not like nag me or anything like that. He was just once in a while would come and say, you know, why don't you try? I think one time he did come to me and he said, look, try for like, I think he said 2 or 3 weeks, and if you don't like it, he said, I won't even, you know, bother
Did you have a
anymore."
problem meditating?
At first, oh yes. Several times I wanted to jump out of my skin. I was like, what am I doing here? You know, I couldn't sit still. I wasn't focused. Nothing. I have no idea. But the thing about Mr. Blackwell, what he would do is that he would give it to me in little doses. Like I didn't know anything about Kriya, know anything about doing the energization exercise. He would just say, why don't you get the lessons? You know, and I did. I got the lessons. And then when they got to Korea, where Master said you can't have beef or pork, I like to faint it. Because I'm thinking like, no more ribs. I mean, isn't it amazing, you know, where our minds are set? You know, we're thinking like this is the end of the world. I mean, what is wrong with you, you know? But since I've been on this path, it's been very wonderful. It really has, and I have met so many people from all over the world, you know. And just like I met you, Brenda, who's taking my picture right now, having just a fun old time.
I am so grateful for this story. I'm the story collector.
Oh,
And
okay.
I said a long time ago that I wanted to collect Afro-American to practice yoga. So
okay.
when I get a chance to get a good story, and I think they're going to appreciate this story. This is a fun story.
Yes, it was. Again, like I said, he wouldn't nag
Did you
me.
tell her about the tapes?
What
Oh
tapes?
no, I didn't even tell him.
What tapes?
So you had to have to bring him along slowly. So I would tell them, you know, none of those bhajans in the evening, because he won't understand Satchidananda Guru right off. So words with English, and so don't hold on to me like that.
Although he was taking a
So anyway, so I said they didn't want to understand that. So they didn't play it. So he started like to chant some, and he liked the nuns chanting and the monks, and so he got some of the tapes. He enjoyed going home, get himself a glass of wine, sip on to listen to his music. And so I figured, that he is where he is. And so then there was one night we had a midweek meditation, and I was keeping silence afterward, but I saw him pick up master chanting, and I knew that was going to be the advanced course for him. You don't just start off with that and think that's melodic to you or anything. And so
I like the title.
I like that's right. Songs
The
of my heart.
Songs of my heart. I thought, well, that's a good title. So let me get this.
And I tell you what I was thinking.
Yeah.
This won't work.
Yeah.
And
So I didn't know he was thinking that.
So I didn't say anything to him. But till the next day, I called. He was all offish on the telephone. And I said, I know what you did. You listened to that tape, didn't you? He says, what was that? Until you come to know and love Master, you won't appreciate his voice the same way, because it's not melodic too.
Oh, listen, when I first heard that voice, I was like, who in the good earth is this?
I said, he really is singing from his heart, because I can't hear it here.
You have to listen with your heart, though, because the ears, they weren't feeling it at first.
They weren't feeling that first. I did not.
So he took the tape
I
and,
was
and
gonna
stuck
sneak
it
it
up in
back
his
into-
closet, stuck it under a bunch of stuff, and then asked if he could sneak it back in at the group return.
I said, they can have it.
Oh, this is a wonderful
So,
story.
But then here he is now, and this big old man gets tears in his eyes. People just don't know. I said, no, they don't know. They
No.
don't know. And so now you can't tell him anything. He serves and everything.
Yeah. It's been
And this is Minneapolis?
Yes.
Yeah, this is Minneapolis.
Minneapolis, Minnesota.
That's right.
Yes.
Home of Prince. All of that.
Purple, and you got on purple.
Listen to Brenda.
Well, thank you very much. I'm sure Brother Bhaktananda, who is not here, appreciates this whole day for us.
Yeah. Amen.
Amen. Thank you.
Thank
So it's
you.
good then for the tape too. The next time we see you and I'm ushering you, should behave better.
Yeah.
Which is going to edit the tape now.